Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be going over the Supply Chains Dev Diary. This was the one of the two DLCs that is coming out to Cities Skylines. Well, not DLCs, it's pretty much creator packs that are coming out. This Supply Chains ones should be technically considered a DLC. This creator pack is unlike any other creator pack that we have had so far, and I am very pleased about it. Like, very pleased. There was a lot of things that I said whenever I watched the first trailer. One of them that stuck out to me was that, yes, I do like how you have the specialized industries, which in you can go ahead and create your area that you want to build the sort of specialized industry in, like a quarry or something like that. But it always felt like there was never like the right pieces to it. Like, it was just a little building out front and a couple things that build in. Never felt like there was truly like that sort of thing going on. Like with the grain, there was never like true grain silos or manufacturing plants or processing plants or whatever for any of that. And then once you did go ahead and have that production going on, it was just normal, like, commercial buildings within the city that had no specialization to them, but quote unquote were saying that they were selling textiles or selling vehicles or selling metal or technology, whatever it may have been. It felt like there was something missing. This changes that. This gets rid of the missing. This is a DLC. This is not a creator pack. This is a DLC, is what I would consider it. And I want to know what you guys have thought wise on this. Let's jump right into this. Let's go over it. There's a ton of information here to go over, and there's a ton of ways to look at this. I was excited as I read it. Whenever I first started looking at this, I was like, just reading it, and I was like, it just seems like something normal. And then I got to this one part, and I go, what? That's what's going on in this? So let's see if you guys have the same thing. Before we jump into it, don't forget to go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and hit that bell button to make sure you get notified every single time that I post a video or go live. We are doing a live stream on 11:30 at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I'll be continuing our realistic city build. But let's jump right into this. So, Bad Idea, that's the person that is going ahead and making this concrete creator pack. This is filled with a lot of good ideas, is what I'm going to say. So, one of the mechanics in City Skylines 2 that I've really grown to love from the resource flow is the extractors to processors to the consumers. And whenever Paradox gave this opportunity, the Bad Idea pretty much just wanted to go ahead and make it the way that they thought it was supposed to be played, like the way that this was supposed to go. So the concept here, whether you choose to begin with a charming farming village or a backwater mining town, I want to encourage you to develop that history as the city grows. So one of the big things that Bad Idea says in here is that whenever you build a realistic city, really what you're doing is you're trying to build that story behind it and then move it forward and piece those buildings in that you need. Create that story, that history, that's what makes it realistic whenever it looks like, oh, things were placed here and that's why this was built like this, or these roads are like this, or that's why the highway goes through here, whatever it may be. We now have full on supply chains, like full on supply chains. So you're saying that a creator that's just creating this pack implemented a feature better than the developers could in the game. Okay, so be it. Let's move forward. How the supply chain will work, let's follow the grain supply chain in the supply chains to see how it all works. From building the grain supply, right here, you will unlock a sequence based on how much grain has been produced. When your little farming town has finally produced enough grain to warrant the construction of the cereal mill, we can start processing grain into the convenience food. I'm sure everyone back in town will be happy that they have a place to go ahead and make their own cereal. So this is the cereal mill in its own state. Then once you have the cereal mill and it's been established for a while and it makes sense that there be like a bakery or a confectionery to sell those convenience foods to the locals, you then unlock a commercial building. You also have commercial buildings for other things. There is supply chains that don't have commercial buildings. Oil, metal, coal, and rock aren't direct to consumer products, so they don't have commercial buildings. They have a secondary industrial building instead. But this is the bakery and confectionery. This is the third step to your supply chain. This directly sells to your consumers. So, unlike before, where you may have just had like a normal building that just looked like a low end, low density, high density commercial building, you now have a commercial building that looks like what they're actually selling. You don't have to click on the building to go ahead and figure it out, or things of the sorts. And then from there, whenever you go ahead and start making enough production, and then demand from the bakery and confectionery shop outpaces the production that you're able to do, you can head back over to the cereal mill, and there is upgrades to it. Each main industrial building in each supply chain has an upgrade. So you will get an upgrade on the first industrial building, but for the oil, metal, coal, and rock, you're not going to get upgrades in the secondary industrial buildings, but there is secondary industrial buildings. And it says, after realizing how popular the cereal mill has been, the executives behind Big Grain have decided that marketing is the way to get to maintain growth, and building a TV studio for direct marketing to consumers is the last step in the grain supply chain. Like, this is what's coming out of it. We get a studio, a TV studio that we get to put down, like stuff that you wouldn't have thought of. Like, this will go, like how this is next to downtown. This will go great for building like a main city part of a town. Separate your town from your city. Like, it's going to make sense. So how much product placement can your studio sell to your city then? It all wraps into one. And there's 8 other resource supply chains to explore. So, of course, you got the timber, you got the grain, you got the chicken farms, you got I believe this is just normal farms, cotton farms, oil, ore, coal, and rock. So, oil, coal, ore, and rock, these are the 4 that do not have commercial buildings. These instead have secondary industrial buildings that come with it. But they all do have an upgrade for the first industrial building that upgrades this to this to that to that. I believe these are add ons, like pieces that add on to these buildings. So it's not just this building that you get unlocked. This is added on to this. That's not what it will look like afterwards. I don't believe. Maybe. I have no clue. Like, I feel like this would add on to that. That would just make sense. And then you got the final buildings within there, which would be like the TV studio, stuff like that, which seems like they're going to be more or less like the office space type of building. That's the way the zoning looks here, high density office. And it gives you these different things. And I also saw here that Bad Idea said, as you progress through the supply chain, each building tells a story. When combined with your own, that builds the fabric of the world that you're creating. Just try to go ahead and inject some whimsy here and there. So some of the supply chains end up in places that you might not expect. So there's some buildings in here that, like these here, like I don't know what they may be, but this is the building that I was interested in, the one with the golf ball and stuff. That comes from the oil industry. And I believe there was I don't know if there were this one right here, which looks like a Coca-Cola bottle cap. That was another one that I saw that actually goes back to farms. So I wonder what that building actually is there. This, I have no clue what this is going to be. And I feel like this one here for the cotton, that's like a textile plant. But it looks like it's almost like a 1970s textile plant, textile warehouse. That's what it looks like it is. It's all brick and flat roofed and things of the sort. But yeah, I can't wait to see these things. And I'm actually like I'm very happy about this. There is a let's see what the discussion is on this. I have not looked at the discussion here. How about a refund for people who pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition? Okay, fix. Okay, looking forward to this DLCs when the game. Okay, Great tone. Okay. I just don't get what the grain industry has to do with the TV studio. See, I understand it. Marketing, marketing. In my city, females have beard. Please shave. What is? Okay. Supply chains are the base game. Fixing the base game. Okay, yeah. Okay, we should have never looked at this. I am very pleased about this. Very pleased. Without the outside to go ahead and dissuade me from that, I am very happy about this. I don't think there is. I think there is a dev diary for supply chains. Maybe? Yes? Is this. No, this is just showing what comes with it. So you get upgrades for these certain things here. And these are the 27 signature buildings that will get particle board factory, cereal mill, livestock processing plant. Oh no, that's the supply chains one. Okay, this is the supply chains one. So you'll get cereal mill, livestock, steel works. What are these? Upgrades. Those are upgrades. Bottle cap office. Oh. Brandon Lifestyle Center, Launch Payload Control Center, Steel Building, Energy Lobbying Office, Strip Mine Office. Okay, so some of those are office buildings that we're getting. Sports bars, farmers market, sporting goods store, interior design studio, television production studio. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things there in here, and here's the upgrades as well. This is the skyscrapers. I don't believe that there's anything for the skyscrapers. It just tells you what's coming with it. Which you got 15 signature buildings, 2 uniques, and 23 accompanying upgrades and 3 props. So the signature buildings are all these, which I guess you can place them over and over. Hopefully they're built to not look like they're going to be too repetitive sort of thing. But yeah, I'm very happy about this. Not what I was expecting. Like I said, I feel like this is a DLC now at this point, more than a creator pack. Like very much so. And the Southwest Regions pack and the parking lot roads, custom roads mod from the original game. Yeah, this USA Southwest Regions pack, I use it consistently, and that's by idea as well. This supply chains is going to be good because this Southwest Regions pack that was great. I use it constantly. That's like the only thing that I use because like everything just feels like lively, like realistic. So I'm ready for this. I'm glad that this is a thing. Let me know what you guys think. Truly let me know what you guys think. I always like to hear what you guys think. And as always, thank you for the support. December 3rd can't come quick enough. I'm telling you, can't come quick enough. But thank you guys again. Don't forget to like, comment down below what you're thinking. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Go ahead and hit that bell button to make sure you're notified every time I post a video or go live. We play Cities Skylines around here a lot. Maybe some other games here and there, but we play Cities Skylines around here a lot. So I hope you guys enjoy me on my journey for the realistic city build, and hopefully in the future in some other endeavors. But thank you guys. I have been Chase, and I'm out.
When I'm busy, that's the time you are free. Just tell me, what should I do?